What's good? What's good? Yeah, today I'm thinking about NCAA basketball, men's and women's. Let me get something out for y'all, man. It's down, man. It's down to the nitty gritty. It's the final four, so I guess I think I gave my Sweet 16 predictions. So I'm gonna look now and see where I went, what I did. I don't like this. I saw a good bracket. Here it is. Okay, so my Sweet 16, I had UConn winning. I had Illinois winning, I believe. Yeah, I did, I think. Alabama. Grant Nelson. A dog. Much respect to him, man. He left his old college, old school, where he was a star. Projected first round pick, came to Bama. Wasn't really given the keys as he probably thought he was going to be given. But during that Alabama versus North Carolina game, he showed up and showed out. He had like 24, 11, something like that. 7 blocks. Versatile. Clemson too, dang. Clemson. I said something about them. I did not count them out. I don't even remember if I picked them or not, but I said that their defense is stingy. And they knock down threes in college and any level of basketball. If you play defense and hit threes, there's a good chance as a team you will win the game. And that's Clemson's brand of basketball. On the other side, I went a little too far. I had Tennessee coming out, yep. And then I had Tennessee beating Creighton. And then I wanted Zaga to beat Purdue, but it's hard. It's hard to stop Big Edie when they didn't really have a true big, so valid. Marquette lost to NC State. NC State is not an 11 seed, by the way. If you know, they are not an 11 seed. They are way better than an 11 seed. As you can see, Big DJ Burns. Yeah, man. NC State really getting it done. DJ Burns and DJ Horn are wheeling the team to now, which is the Final Four. But Houston over Duke, I had that winning. I knew Duke was gonna minimum make it Elite Eight, so I had them making Elite Eight. Now after this, UConn over Illinois by a lot of points. Went on a 30-0 run to start second half. Crazy. I think UConn's going to win it all for the men's. On the other side, Alabama over Clemson. I wanted Clemson to win, but Bama turned it up, knocked down a lot of threes. Mark Sears knocking them down from the logo. Can't really do much about that. Purdue over Tennessee. It's so hard to stop Edie when you don't really have a big that's 7'4" like he is. That's why I'm so geeked, hopefully, to see. It don't even matter. I just want to see Klingon versus Burns or Edie. But that matchup is going to be good as well. And then NC State over Duke. I don't know about Duke, man. They got the talent. They got the players. They got everything you need. They just couldn't put it together. Shout out John Shire, though. Not really turning it around, but showing promises of his coaching ability and what he's able to do. So, respect. And then Final Four, NC State, Purdue, UConn, Alabama. Give me UConn versus Purdue, and I'm taking UConn. Not really much to say. UConn's guards will destroy Purdue's guards. Like, it's a different style of basketball over there. Shout out Danny Hurley, bro. They say the practices are harder than games, so when they get in that game, it's light. And you see what they do in the teams? Shout out Bama, though. Bama could give them a run for their money. I'm not counting them out because Bama would be that team to beat UConn. And after, it don't matter because, like, look. So if Bama was to beat UConn, they'd play one of these two. But if UConn was to advance, they're basically going to win. So it's really out of Alabama to do it. I'm taking Purdue over NC State. They got shooters over there. Indiana. Big Edie came off 40 and 16. Shout out to Dalton Connect too. They had a little duel, top 2 players in the nation this year, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna take UConn to win it all this year. Now, I was able to watch some Elite 8 games for the women's too. See, I'm tapped in. People don't know I'm tapped in. People don't know that I'm tapped in for real. So, when it comes to the games that I watched Iowa versus LSU. Caitlin Clark is a dog. She's a dog. Pulling that John from the logo like it's nothing. And they can't. Like, you see Haley Van Lith do the reverse shrug. Like, they said Jordan did that because nobody was able to stop him. Well, she can't stop Caitlin Clark, so she had to do it. And then, so we got Iowa, LSU, and then it was USC and UConn. UConn got the dub. Shout out Paige Buckets. Finally get her name back out there. People act like she wasn't the best player in the nation as a freshman in college. They gonna remember. They have to remember. And then NC State's going Final Four, as well as South Carolina, which was expected. So, Final Four, South Carolina, NC State, Iowa, UConn. That's crazy. 1 versus 3. And then, we got UConn, men's and women's, in the Final Four. And then, same thing with NC State, which is insane, which is crazy to me. A good year for basketball at both those programs, both those institutes. Just to show that their men and their women are dogs. Not just one is going to carry the load of being good at basketball. Hey, why not both? Iowa versus UConn. I'm taking UConn. They have a more well-rounded team, in my opinion. Really good defense from what I've seen. Shout out Juju, though. Juju put up a fight. She just couldn't get it done by herself, really. She put up a fight. They had her in a box, though. But respect to her, she only 18. Remember that. I called her the next Maya Moore. She really moved like that. And she's only 18, so I see the comparison. That's valid. And then I got South Carolina. I'm sorry. I don't know if South Carolina for the lose. I would personally take UConn in the final. But I don't know. I'm not even going to pick I want UConn. But I think South Carolina's probably going to win it for the women's. And yeah, just wanted to get some things, some ideas out about that really quickly. There's not really much going on. League, we know Celtics clinched first seed, which was expected. I know Nuggets, Thunder, I think T-Wolves as well. They all clinched playoffs, which is expected as well. We know they're going to make the playoffs. But, shout out Jokic, man. Out here putting up crazy numbers. Per usual. I just saw something that Domantas Sabonis has the most triple-doubles this season. I've been talking about him being... He's really elite. He elite. People act like Sabonis is a scrub. Sabonis is really out here putting up 2013 and 2014 and 8. But the Kings are so mid. The Kings are currently in the play-in. Yeah, so we got Wolves at the 1, Nuggets 2 seed, Thunder 3, Clips 4, 5 Mavs, and then Suns, and then Pels. It's Pels in the play-in now. Wow. Yeah, East Celtics ahead of everybody. They're 13 games ahead, which is insane. Shout out my boy Embiid, man. Embiid came back from injury. Played a solid game. That's crazy how he got hurt and now they are in the play-in. They went from a top 4 seed to play-in without him, without his presence. Shout out Tyrese Maxey, but they couldn't do it all without him. So good to see him back. People like Free Throw Merchant back. He shot 12 free throws. He had 24. I was like, dang, y'all really hating. Magic at the 4 seed is crazy to me. They're really sticking around. People really was like, man, they not going to be. I believe when they was a 2 seed to begin the season. It's just so crazy that the Celtics have 60 wins and everybody else has 40 and below, in the 40s or below. That just goes to show that they're dominating. Another team as of late, the Clips, man, they haven't been in that mode like they were. You know, when they were in that mode. You know. They went on the winning streak. It looked like they were finna come out the West. Like they were the favorite to come out the West. But we'll see come playoffs, couple weeks. Season's over. However many games. Freaking 6 games, 7, something like that. So now this dude look like a 19. Like this looks like a older NBA season though, like where everybody is within like 10 games of each other, 10, 15 games of each other, trying to make the playoffs. And then there's the Celtics. But yeah, like the Bulls, Hawks, Bulls and Hawks are in the play-in with negative records. Sound like, remember when MJ made it to the playoffs with like a 38 and 50 something? Not 30. I think it was a 30. Was it a 32 and 50 record? Like, bro, that's how you know. Bulls record 1986. Yeah, they were 30 and 52 and made the AC. I don't know how I knew that off the dome, but I did, which is crazy. That's kind of reminded me of that this year. Because, like, we could see teams being like 40 and 42. That's not bad. But, like, 38 and 44 making the playoffs. Like, that's something that we've thrown out the window. If you're 38 and 44, you're not even close to being. But the play-in has done so much. Because, like, we saw teams like the Kings who were 9 seeds, but there was no play-in, so everything was set in stone. And, yeah. Ooh, I just got a good thought about NFL, man. Stephon Diggs to the Texans. CJ Stroud finna have his Joe Burrow year. If you know, you know. What did Joe Burrow do when he came back from that injury? Him, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. Them boys went to the Super Bowl and they lost, but I can see the Texans. The Texans got on paper, they got whip over there. But respect, man. I know Diggs been like, they're like, he's a diva, blah, blah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel bad for Josh Allen. Top 2 QB. Top 2 favorite QB. And they finna have to put what's his name, bro? They gonna have to put him at receiver this year. I can't think of his name right now. My tight end, bro. He's solid. They gonna have to put him at tight end. Him, Dawson Knox, they finna be running routes for real if they don't get no receiver in the draft. Because Josh Allen need a target. Gabe Davis gone too. So it's really Shakir. And that's it. But yeah, they'll figure it out. They lost a lot of guys though in Buffalo. I don't know what they gonna do. Sorry. A little bit tired. Sorry. But yeah, man. This not gonna be that long of a video today. Just wanted to get on here, give my women's predictions and my men's as well. Right before the games happened, the day before, so I didn't have to be, I missed it because of the games. Nope. I watched the games and I wanted to give my little insight on them, and that's what I've done. So until next week, probably. Peace out.